Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's just okay. So uh, uh, welcome to yet another live stream where we are gonna complete, not only complete, but continue our Archon Quest. I thought it's gonna be like short one, but I think we have played for like 3 to 4 hours now, and we are like yet not close to it. Let me just check where we are at. We are still on Act 1. Oh my God. Uh, Trial experience, Shadow Realm. Yeah. We have a long quest ahead. Yeah. So let's not waste any time and start the continue the live stream and complete the quest as much as possible. So in the last live stream, we managed to went to the uh, ballet recital house, like the auditorium, whatever you call. We met Odette, we met the character which was like a mermaid. I forgot the name, but yeah, and we are also like in process of building her. We are like still way behind, but we are still like doing some process since the talent is now 8. I did some farming off screen, like my daily. So yeah, we are sitting on a nice ratio over here. Not nice ratio, but a good starting point. And we also like leveled up Traveler. He is sitting at talent burst 5. And one thing I found surprising was like each new talent requires you to farm a different talent book. Like you can see here, the talent one, it's like this one. Second, is on the third level, it's the fire one, and the third one again is a different one. So yeah, you require all three for the farming process. And we got the weapon to level 80 the R3. We still need to like unlock the last section of the seven, which we are yet to do. And he's also yet to be built. Like his artifacts are not leveled. But yeah, let's continue the Archon quest. I'm pretty excited, like to find out more about Mitya. Like he is gonna be like a key point from what I understood.
We come
Okay,
here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here.
he's sitting right over there.
Now, it's up to Vodyanitsa. Let's see how
Yeah,
the conversation goes.
Verdoni. Yeah, that's funny. He's like way too over animated, which is a kind of a good thing. Like it look good.
Ah, Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over
Like,
here!
you don't have to. Oh,
Ah, sorry.
Mitya.
I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
Okay,
Go
he
ahead and
showed
order
up
some
at least.
snacks and drinks.
What
Whatever you
is
like.
that?
Let me see. According
That's
to
not a
my schedule,
vision.
we still have 25 minutes left.
Oh, he is like a pretty tight schedule.
You're really pressed for time
That's
today,
not
huh?
Geo.
I was
Okay.
imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need.
He's
Getting
an
to meet the
electro guy, so
lead
yeah.
singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to
Yeah,
pass
it
it
would.
up.
Yeah.
I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align.
Oh
If
my
I don't
God,
grab
what's
this
that?
chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
What? He's
Well,
like
it's
Academy?
very kind of you to make time just for me.
What's going on with the scar? Yeah, it's like a
I'm not too
lie.
sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of weird and wonderful things like that, so
Yeah.
people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
Yeah, true. That's
The
it.
reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's
Okay.
because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Yeah, that's
Thank
more
you!
true, I
I'm
think.
delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That,
pop up.
the piece you sang today, for
Eh?
example. Beneath the Frozen River?
He's like, shut up, dude. You are getting creepy, I think. That the scarf is holding him. Uh,
Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic
that
as it
was
appears.
weird.
When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with the composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, um, well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from
It's
the Mountain
like
Sparrow.
Kimmich and Aja. Aja. It's like they're like that, but this one is more active and not like chit chatty.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but, uh,
Sorry,
Nice of
Mr. Mitya,
you.
but you were at the theater today, yes?
of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troop members before the show started.
You lie.
You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because
It's
the
like
exquisite
they're a
performances
couple, but
stimulate the mind.
cute
It
couple.
always sparks some inspiration for my research. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
Oh,
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
oh my God, she is gonna be crushed. Like not crushed, but she is gonna make him go into such a big of a guilt trip that he will do what she wants him to do. Like you see the guilt trap he's placing. Oh my God, she is sharp.
Unfortunately not. I'm
She
sorry.
is
I
very
don't know which
sharp.
is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I
Yeah,
missed your
we have
performance.
Mitya. Like I just met him like the last live stream we were talking about him, and now he's here. Yeah.
Seems like things are
The
getting
guilt
a
trip is
little
gonna be pretty
awkward.
big.
Hmm?
Thanks for joining up. Oh, you think? Okay. Yeah, you look nervous. What's up?
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield.
Ayosta.
If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance.
Oh, so she is not placing him into a guilt trip. She is actually feeling bad about what Mitya did.
Ah,
But that can
this
be
meeting was
used
so hard to
into
set up.
a favor as
Don't tell me
well,
it's
I
already
think.
falling apart.
It's fine.
Ah,
I suppose this is
yes, he is calm and
affirming in its
composed.
own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's
Oh my
hearts,
God,
right?
she is very angry. She is clenching her fist. She is about to punch him.
Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
Oh no, she is pissed. She is like Lali 2.0 for yeah. We got another Lali version.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette
and
know
more
how
like
much you adored her
professional.
performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's
That's
why
why
I
I
value
value
your
your
opinion.
opinion.
I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Ah,
Fair enough. I
she
still
like
feel
good
kind of
enough.
bad though.
Hey, you got the magic scarf.
But you know what I really can't
That
stand?
scarf is too big,
People
I
who only
suppose.
show up to the theater to
It's bigger
pretend
than
that
the
they're
arm.
cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You look furious.
I
You're
don't know
about to
if
be
you've heard about
dead.
the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors.
Mhm.
Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Yeah, that dude who was complaining when we entered the theater.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation
Yeah,
back on
she's a
track.
sharp one. She is a sharp one. She knows how to handle the situation.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh, what do you see
Yeah,
then?
he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage.
Yeah,
He's just there to flaunt his social status.
like
I
he holds
hate that I
the
have to prepare
authority.
programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment
Yeah,
running around the
very
clock.
toxic culture for a
And
job,
isn't
I
that
suppose.
not bad enough? He also
Talking
strictly
from
forbids his
experience,
employees
yeah.
from giving any kind of interview.
Oh,
Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on.
and look at you. You
Yet
are.
he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true,
What did
he's
you
in
put in the
serious
tea? It's not
violation of
getting
the
cold at
law.
all. It's still very hot looking, man.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too.
What?
Yeah,
So it's really true?
that ice cream looks delicious, man.
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
Okay,
The
you're
rooster?
getting some
I didn't
information.
realize he cared that much.
Yeah, even though there are
Come
no
on,
restrictions
still
on
from the
crystal
beer,
trading,
Mitya.
the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's
Oh,
clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible.
that's a good thing.
I never
That's
knew
what
you
we
kept up with
wanted.
current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You
Mhm.
really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Okay. If she's a Fae as well, she's not a human. Oh my God, I really thought she was a human.
Well,
Did
those
we
of
like
us who
get a
choose
good
to live
look
in
at her
human
ears
cities are naturally going to
so
pay
far? I
attention
don't
to
think
any
so.
significant upheaval.
Don't tell me
Isn't the
those
rooster
like
a
these
fae
flickers are
himself?
her ears. They are not ears. They're ribbons, man. Yeah, ribbons. Oh sure.
I'm just surprised to
Yeah, we
learn that
can't see her
even
ears.
someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
Yeah, but he is
I'm
not
sure
gonna spill
Mitya
the
can sense
beans.
on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
Yeah, let's see. Who's
Ah,
the
it's
talkative
stressing
expert
me
here?
out too.
I'm
If I
sure the
only made
scarf
better
won't let
progress
him
with my research,
talk
things wouldn't have dragged on
about
this long.
secret work.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins.
Okay.
But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempted
Like,
conversion.
can't we just do the research outside of Snezhnaya where such resources who are not required? I suppose. Like for energy purpose, you can use other stuff like fountain. There is a waterfall. You can make a turbine or something. You can harness solar power in Sumeru desert. You have plenty of resourceful areas to farm energy, and the crystal cores are just like limited.
Progress has been painfully
Yeah.
slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us because the energy is used for.
Mm, yeah, the scarf is.
Oh, you, you, okay, okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that.
Oh my God.
I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long, with
That
so little
scarf is
progress
like
to show for it. It's no
a
wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
contingency plan for him, like so he doesn't spill the beans as we are trying to do.
Hmm. Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I
switch
count
the
myself lucky, to be
conversation.
honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So
Oh,
they're
that's
trying to
so.
develop a completely new kind of energy.
Okay.
Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have
Yeah,
thought?
I
Ah,
thought that
dear. It looks like my
from the
time is up.
start.
I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
At least eat your ice cream and your cup of coffee.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a
Oh,
little, I'll be
that
able
was
to
a
focus
long
more on the
hold.
performance, and then we'll have more to discuss.
Yeah.
We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
Too late, brother.
That
It's
could have
already
gone
out.
worse.
Yeah.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Oh, they are here.
Sorry, routine inspection.
Larry. Is that for Larry? It's not
Hmm?
routine inspection, it's
Hmm.
for Mitya.
Okay, let's go.
Like, I'm still very confused on the dynamic between Mitya and Larry. Is he trying to protect him by finding him, or is he after him to, like, uh, get some information? Or I don't think Mitya is a criminal is in Snezhnaya since he's working for Sarita, and he's also working for Sarita. So what is his role? Yeah, I'm very confused about that. Uh,
So he wasn't rushing to get back
do you
to
guys
work.
have like any idea
He
what
must
the
have
dynamic
calculated
is?
that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
Oh yeah. He.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
Yeah. Also, he is like taking checks on Mitya, like where he is, what he's doing.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me. Check,
Check,
please.
please.
We'll settle our check too then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
But he hasn't
He
paid for
also asked
our
me to
check.
pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Ah, he knew. He knew we were here. Oh my God. Alyosha isn't surprised. Traveler is very surprised. He is kind of confused but surprised. Oh my God, he was sharp.
Wait,
So he let pass the
So
information
he
on
knew we were
purpose.
here all along? Hmm. This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd
He
overhear it?
wanted us to find out, or otherwise, why would he let us know that he knew that we were here? Otherwise, he could have just let go of
Maybe
the
his
stuff.
work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into.
Game.
Hmm.
That was my mouse. Okay,
Vodyanitsa
guys.
and Alosha have left. Time to head back and call it a day.
Yeah, we are still in the hotel. I just need to go to upstairs. Oh, you are the owner? Hello, Knockdown. Dude, are you the boss there? That's right, this is Waldorf. Founded Volkdog, run out with serve one and all in Snezhnaya. I don't need sure as snowfall. Man, I'm not reading all that. Sure, man. You should grow your horns a bit more, yeah. Hey, dude. Hi, Paimon.
You're back. Here pretty early today.
I'm not sure we are early, but yeah, how
Paimon
are you
was just
feeling?
gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned.
We are in the
Still,
process.
there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem. It's
Yeah,
like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
some kind of mysterious
That's right.
power.
The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
But why only
What is
Paimon
it?
and hey,
You're
special?
making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment? So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell? Well, Mitya denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory.
Yeah,
But even
great.
so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
The power can you sense where it's coming from?
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace.
All the more reason to Find out the purpose of the
Sure,
research.
Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The robot only has a limited amount of intel. Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Yeah,
Good idea!
he was just
Oh
here.
yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Potpourri restaurant.
How was it?
This one seemed right up your alley.
Huh?
So, Paimon saved some for you.
It's like a
You can try
bread
it
with
once you finish writing your
custard or
letter.
with cream with butter or honey. Yeah, that's good. Wait 2 days. We're getting in some fun. 2 days generally mean like there is some pretty significant things coming up, I suppose.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnaya Vetcha.
I'm ready. Let's go to the back shop. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, that's the burn on my finger. Yeah, I know what the back shop is. I'm looking for the flower if they have respawned. How are my commissions coming around? Still a week to go. Okay, mental electricity, reward, blah blah blah. There is still no main event to start. Okay, back to the game. Hmm, how am I doing? Okay, around 20 pulls and 24 from here. So yeah, 20, 45 in total roughly. I can't spend any more than this. Maybe to leave it in like 7 days. What's my pity on like standard? I think it's pretty big. Yeah, like one more full for oh, it's 45, 35, 35, yeah, 30, 40, but yeah, it's exactly 39, it's a 40 maybe. Can I level up my Aliosa? Because I will be building him, I suppose. Yeah, I will do some farming. Yeah, let's skip on
Would
that
you...
and get to the Archon Quest.
Ah, Miss Vodianitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today.
Okay.
Oh good, you're here.
Does
The
she have like a
session's about to
mic on
begin.
her
Let's get
neck?
inside.
Yes.
Please
Looks
wait,
like
Miss
a mic.
Vodianitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
She is like a bee trying to suck all the juices from the notes, yeah. But the notes, yeah. Shortly after taking seat, the meeting of Snezhnaya which officially began. The rooster pelurious stairs. Yeah, I want to see that. Statistic in the dull life through. Sorry. I haven't yet, man. I've visited the place. The rooster
In
doesn't look
summary,
such short
the
model.
energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
We finally got the introduction. Full Mela. The Rooster, the fifth of the Harbinger, 11th of the Harbinger.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present
I
circumstances
butchered the
and
introduction.
determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this
It's pretty
matter.
long for a
We
like
should have every confidence
other
that
elf
it will be
player
dealt
we've
with
seen so far. Not
swiftly
elf,
and
but yeah,
conclusively.
the small
A
thingy.
financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy
Mm,
of Pantalone.
the evil. Why does it keep getting noisier here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
Maybe we need to ask why are you still
Oh,
Chummy?
don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the Kvass. Ever read it?
Nope,
Best-selling newspaper in town.
never
If
heard of
I
it.
remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
No.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order!
He looks so chubby, man.
We will now open the
The
floor
face
to
is
the
so
representatives.
circular.
If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd.
Okay.
It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you
You
wouldn't
are
need to keep
facing
repeating
public
yourself
backlash
if you would hear
right
me out
now.
for once. I
Nope.
say again, true
Shut up.
consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus
That's
back
some
to the
good answer.
specific issue I raised.
Tatanga.
Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think.
So what do you suggest?
But in
to
case you aren't
do?
aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
Looks like that.
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrader struck back with style
Oh my
and a
god,
war of
what is
words
this
ensued.
animation?
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
The glitter rebuild makes sense. No, I am
The
studying
people
by
have
chess.
spoken. Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrader onto his back foot with
Come
a
on, it was just one
relentless
appearance
barrage
from
of
my
questions.
side.
It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
Yeah, she is like very
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So surely, their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
He must have figured out some stuff about him.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration.
This is like the courtroom drama of Fontaine. Like, not that interactive, but yeah, still like it's politics basically. Come on.
To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would
You're
likely
way
do more harm
behind.
than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words.
Come on, shut up.
With the notorious Lelex still
It is
active
still
to
going
this day,
on.
should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lilac, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter.
Actually, here are when you were revealing your identity.
So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Now there's there is more broken
And
than
since
I
we're
thought.
already on the subject, what do you think of Lelec's methods? Are you for or against?
Okay.
Well, whatever the story
Yeah.
is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelec.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it.
Yeah,
Whatever you
good.
need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
Who is Druzhna?
I will be
know
happy to
Vesna.
take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander
Okay,
Vesna for
Druzhna
a
is a
decision
breed.
upon her return.
And Vesna is from that breed. Okay.
The
species,
Commander has
sorry,
always
not
taken a
breed, but
keen
species.
interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case,
So
I'd
nothing
like to
new
share
came up.
one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue
Lord.
of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular
We have
statistics
not
on each
discovered
urban center and its
anything
surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quotas? In the long term, It seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
And you will be able to fool everyone?
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
Boring for you? You noticed the reporter jot down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh
Today,
paragraph.
the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a dashing young
We
man.
found it boring
The
and
question
says
on
writing and
all our
water.
minds is,
Wait.
what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
You have the power to do that? It's surprising, man. Where the remand education covers everything from energy, healthcare, technology, and industry. Yeah, I'm not sitting from all that. We are ignored me. Nova as it is writing writing some stupid stuff and
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out! What made him vote against? Why now?
okay. Against
The votes
project.
have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek
Lelek
strikes
strike
again.
Yes. Go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support
Why do
bringing
I
the Kavas
feel
will finally pay
like
off when we
Lelek
make our
is
comeback.
none
I
other
can
than
taste our victory
Mitya
already.
himself? Now, hear me out. Why do I say Mitya? He was introduced right after we found out about uh, the rogue god, sorry. And the ones we have met so far are, I think, still pretty not big as important. And to like drive such a big force, you need to have some big influence as well of information. You can't just carry that out. So a person who is in like chain of all this have like two ways of doing things, the right way and the wrong way. The right way is like to follow every order, but the wrong way is to stop what's happening, to like uh, point out the bad stuff about the project, which he can't say because of his scarf, because he is binded by Saritsa or the duties he has, so he can be neglect. Now I know the story is out for a long time, and you guys know about Mitya and maybe Lalek even. But yeah, this is my
In accordance with the result
understanding.
of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we
Yeah.
debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation.
But what about other
May the
nations?
aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
That was even Colombina came to attend. Okay, let's go out. Hey, Vadanosya, Butagusya.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukunov to vote against Project Stusha. Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
That's explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the vet specs anything so far.
So for him, it's choice between reduction of production or stopping it entirely.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja.
But
At
he
least
already
that way,
did that.
no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped. Yeah, no one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja.
And
Maybe
so
my
he needs
next
to be
step
the
should be to
same.
focus on him.
It's me, the guy I can talk.
What are your
That is
plans
you.
for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here
Hey,
during the
child.
debate.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Like, how did they get into
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the vet shop.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure.
Okay.
Break a leg and all that.
See, Bhaijo?
Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out.
Huh?
Okay, sorry about
You
that.
want to look into Lelik? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Such confidence in us.
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelik, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor.
Then I'm not
In
doing that.
return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My
that's a
thoughts
good thing.
exactly. Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a
We
pot
have
of
such
black
powerful
tea.
friends now. Yay! Tea party as well. Act 1 complete. No? Oh. Who is pulling the
One
crap?
common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him.
Okay.
Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation to
Very good
Faye.
spy. He's
Unfortunately,
Mission
no
Impossible.
one's found anything yet.
He does Mission Impossible every time. I just say even you couldn't pull it off.
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's
Yeah.
just... There
It
can
can
only be a
few,
handful of people in all of
like,
Teyvat who'd fit the
maybe like
profile. Faye, on the other hand,
where he can
plenty would have the
become
ability,
a lantern,
but
maybe the
few
special
would have the
system, yeah,
motive.
possibility.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
You, yeah.
There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright, let's take it down a notch or two. Calm down, child. How about audit as a reference point? Say someone we know and have seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when. So she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuzha?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet. Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was.
And also
She
it
gave
makes
her some tips
sense.
on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving.
Look, we know
So I
she is
suppose
with
there were
the
at least no
Rokot,
lifelong regrets left behind.
but it also makes a better point. Like, Rosalind died for Project Stuzha, so naturally she has some resentment towards it, and also the suffering of people. So she has another reason.
Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuzha. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuzha, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus, and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, But this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory. A possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up.
But I don't
That
think she's
said, I
Lelik.
have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
You actually wanted to learn her relation with Odette.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah,
This is
back
very
to Lelik.
interesting.
Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal.
Yeah, I want to see that
Unfortunately,
as well.
thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck
I will
working
take her.
overtime again. Which means you can go in my place.
Yay!
No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
Yeah.
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently,
we were the
and
first
it's finally ready
crowd
for a
to see
return to
that.
the stage. Excitement is through the roof.
Like in
Tickets
the
for the
performance.
official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before.
Oh.
The story's pretty straightforward.
That
The
this
lead
makes
character
sense. You are
follows a
like
trail of
you.
clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that
Right.
classic melody kicks in and the lead character
Ah,
begins
she's
to dance,
excited.
it always gets me. It's not an easy
Really
dance
beautiful.
to do
Okay,
justice
yeah,
to,
skip that,
though.
sorry.
I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Okay. Um, I have to run back to that game. Okay, seems like we are going in for a big event. I will just go grab some snacks before moving forward. I'm back.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me. I can keep up.
This looks like just a big listening tale. Disney City, to be honest. I like it. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the story again. I brought some snacks with me as well to enjoy the theater performance. Okay, let's
Sounds like
get
you've
to
made a
it.
ton of progress today.
Yeah,
It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
yeah. Even if he's the Bunsy won't necessarily admit it. Yeah, true.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bets she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right?
Yeah.
The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
True. I want to believe her.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead. No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
Oh.
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
Good for you.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow, everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
the Act 1 is now complete. Now we have like the new act. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm not sure how many acts there are, but there should be like two at least. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get out. Mm-hmm. Also, I need the compass for this reason. Okay, I really love how this starts, man. Okay, this is a random save. This is just beginning of the quest. How and why are you like saving? Okay, we are in a. Oh my God, the music has changed. The storm is brewing more so than before. Okay. This just keeps going out.
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview. Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
So it's all covered in snow right about now. This is looking more good than before.
I think I'll leave the Lelic question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
First, go find the kid. That's Mitya over
Child
there.
said he was originally going to come with Tonya.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere. Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see some familiar faces. Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again.
Both are idiots too.
Oh no. It looks like the show's starting and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
You're doing a bad job. He's vibing very hard right now. He's giving gold. Oh, it was a dead-eye look. That's it? This was the big performance?
Hello,
Are you
members of the
kidding me?
audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater. Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker. To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
She could be Tonya.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera.
We
One,
just arrived and we're in the center
two,
seat. Wow.
three.
Why is this in black and white and not saturated? Okay. Mitya and Scar, good. Something's wrong. Feels very wrong.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age. Excuse me, are you Tonya?
Yeah.
Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
What's wrong? Are you sick?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather.
The gates are opening? Why?
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
He's not coming back, is he?
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation? I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
He might not.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to look her in the eye and ask her about Lelik.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any...
You should like close the door at least, man. You're letting the cold in.
What happened to the gentleman who went to fetch the blankets?
He's
How
dead.
has he still not returned?
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
And what if it might
well,
be dead?
I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since
Oh
I
my
left the
God.
armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now. They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment
Where will he
until I
go?
have
Come
escorted
on.
you back to the Armory Palace.
Valeria.
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me. That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
I'm here to
Oh, right. I assumed you were looking for me and Vodyanitsa. Odette's still backstage. Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Is weather like this rare, even in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look. No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it. Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm,
Close
you
the
gotta look after your
gate,
toes above
God
all
damn
else.
it.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
He's back! He's back! How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps. This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope
I'm
that
sure
our
they're
friend who
not
went to fetch the blankets just ditched
letting
us and
him
went
out
home.
again.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Huh? What are you all still doing here? Whoa! It's snowing hard. So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here. On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone. At least, I assume that's alright? Odette? Fine by me.
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa,
Yeah,
I
that is the
beg you,
Tsaritsa.
please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop. This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same roof as the two top stars of all of Snezhnaya. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Like, you are not
I
getting
think
to
I've changed my mind.
time with them.
Sir, if you so much as
Oh
look at us
god.
funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
He is
It's getting
scary.
colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up. Close the door and lock it. Let's head somewhere.
Now you decided to close the gates. Smart people, eh? Okay, we got okay. The food, a traveler from beyond the stars. What is it? The princess, principal ballerina of Korolovakia troupe, also a member of the Fatu, and candidate to become the next harbinger of Fair Lady. He is additionally suspected of having another identity as Lelek who appears from the shadows. Hydrospatial, yeah, I know. Prima donna, the prima donna of mysterious Laka, whose extraordinary singing has captivated countless audiences. A member of Rockot who she cares deeply about the picture. An expert, the energy commissioner, prominent figure in the military. He has extensive command of all energy-related technologies, though he can be rather talkative all the time. The staff mode means, yeah, yeah. No details, no details. Staff member, theater, duty, secret, announcing performance, okay. That's it. So these are all the characters. Oh my god. Hello, knock knock, can I leave? At least I have my 5-star sword with matching outfit. Oh my god, you can hear the snowstorm. Oh, we can't sit here. Can we sit on this? Okay, sit on this. What, we are going backstage? Okay, let's talk to the Sharam wala guy.
And then there's the aristocrats.
He's a mercenary.
Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with.
I don't.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million Mora coat.
Damn.
They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener.
Hey there.
Let me introduce myself. The name's Shramp, and I'm a mercenary.
Taram.
The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
Hindi word, Taram.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Yeah,
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a...
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
We are having fun. Okay. Okay. Hey, Tonya,
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point.
I
take medicine for it.
Yeah,
My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's
mentioned
never
Tonya,
mentioned
yeah.
Tonya's illness, though.
You know, I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
I am sure most kids share that
Kids, huh? My brother always says I'm not mature enough. Maybe he's right. I'm fine, really.
Just got
a little overexcited.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Let's talk to the...
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it.
I'm not
about
to
to stop you if you want to leave. But don't, hello? Can I help you?
No. I'm just listening. I know that's clear, but yeah. And by the way, dude, I forgot to mention one thing. Fuck you. Hey. Okay, so we have Mitya. Hey, close.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, have you seen Chuganov?
Yeah.
I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
Who's Chuganov?
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah. I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuzha. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
You shouldn't
There
talk
are
that
colored
loud.
people around. Don't say the R word.
Alusha. Okay, hey me. Yeah.
This is highly irregular.
Mitya
A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
This is something else entirely.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just
Could
enjoy
Lilith be
moments
doing
like
all
this
this?
is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Ah, why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye restaurant. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya, from the Energy Commission.
Ah, greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Mr. Traveler,
yeah.
I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance? What? You mean I really did do something to upset her? Well, thanks for letting me know.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuzha?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me...
about to get choked. Yeah.
Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Started his journey, man. Okay, no problem. Now time to
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
It was something was potential. Yes.
Huh. That's actually a more insightful critique than I was
I
expecting.
didn't like that.
My mother would agree. She's always thought that was my biggest flaw. Maybe I need to work on making my facial expressions appear more natural. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lelik. I need a chance to speak.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
Time flies.
How's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. We strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary.
Yes,
In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer.
I prefer on the stage.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
Drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Sleeping Beauty. Fucking hell. I gotta record this. First audio.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Not bad. Clear selling point at least. Could be a big hit.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
Oh.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here. I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet. At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah. What's happening? Oh my goodness. Something is floating? Is that water? No, that's not water per se. This is getting creepy.
Finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
With the...
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist.
No.
It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on.
Stop messing with me.
Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
Not our room.
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
You're back to us.
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. No end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist. Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible.
What's going on? I think the 2-day skip was
Torgov
something
and
big.
Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just near the...
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two offer us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
What the freaking hell was going on? Don't like it. Don't like it. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Tuganov? What's wrong?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see
We
what's
got a
going
whole
on.
into ourselves. That's rich.
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
What's going on? Are they dead? They jumped. They're dead. We're lying down and the reporter is still but you get said that you are not sleeping. You are not sleeping sound. This is what? That looks
These
like.
two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before?
In the dream.
Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look.
He reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, but the brother lost his arm and it was now metal arm.
No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies. No signs of a struggle. And no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are...
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes.
Nor
does this appear to be a suicide. Who was the first to discover...
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped.
Okay.
Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder?
Not possible.
I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to...
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to wait.
You are satisfied that no one...
Nothing on your end? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happen said in a theater during a snowstorm. A murder takes place, and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted, and the clean entry and it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open, so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it? Lelik.
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Snezhnaya. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Snezhnaya at the Snezhnograd Vecha. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Snezhnaya cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
The animations are improved as well. What that on her? Okay.
Was this really Lelik's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelik killed anyone, at least from the stories I've heard. He's never killed anyone before. and his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases. Besides, even if Lelik did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelik's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making...
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelik is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lelik is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect.
Even you, yeah.
Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
You're right, that was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity. Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lelik has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4... Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lelik.
So what's the fourth and fifth?
It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug.
Oh god, I'm tired now.
I guess since I've always known her as a member of the
How long is
Fatui,
this quest gonna
it never
be?
even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lelik. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stuzha?
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
So she doesn't seem like the type to kill innocent people.
Yeah. Lelik may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lelik?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us.
Oh my God. It's up to 6 hours. They're like still into like 3 hours, I think, 3 to 4 hours.
Now's our chance. Odette's alone. Let's go. Hey, Odette. What is it, you guys? Shh. Keep your voice down.
We need to talk.
So, you're Lilac, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but he kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. Everyone believes Lilac is the culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot. We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you. Alright. Yes, I'm Lilac. And no, I'm not the murderer.
Okay.
And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Why?
Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lilac? Here?
But
That's
why?
right. I'll admit, I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about. Are you sure you don't need a second
Renova's
opinion?
gonna appear?
Given the circumstances... Mr. Valeri! What?
Because it just said to the fun that says Lalag.
So... Odette?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've...
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lilac. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer. Which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lilac. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
Exactly.
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lilac. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure.
She thought so far ahead. Why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lilac and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lilac. We'll settle the score then.
Lelek guard team, and Lelek too. Here.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits. So now I've been told I have to guard Lelek with him.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this. Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe. But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave? You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass. Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Wow.
Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being my fan. Promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss Vodyanitsa?
Hey! Mind your own business!
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
No. You sound nervous, lass.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still... How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing, rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad. And yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a... very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stay
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelek, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense!
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but two of us must be awake at any given time.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelek. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
Damn. If he just took that. After the night for better
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring? Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy...
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch.
Oh, is she not waking up at all?
I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before
How long are you gonna keep staring at me? Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too.
Let's do it.
I just had a simple question for you, really.
Not take so long.
It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words?
Yeah. It's all happened so fast.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions. No. She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
That you might. Yeah, I heard a little. Yeah.
Oh, she told you.
They told me some
I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Still she didn't know the full details.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me. When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the me. It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain.
Oh, damn.
I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life. Don't you think? So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother." She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once. She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face. Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes, but also her way of keeping an eye on people. She knew the location of every piece of Core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be on to them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their Core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles. But I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this Core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared, so I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end. She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event? No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
You should go and see the new.
Okay, I will.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Snezhnaya. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelik, you might know something about all this.
The goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle.
Yeah, I know
the
that
weapon's
much.
construction was completed in Nodkrai.
Huh?
Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
So that's why they are doing the experimental at the so the purpose of the energy experiment.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace.
But I thought
I'm not sure
you
why this
wanted
experiment would be making
related
Paimon
to
feel
the power
unwell, though.
thing.
The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit. And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
Okay.
What's wrong?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
No,
Even
nothing.
if he was awake, he can't have overheard.
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now.
Sure.
Now somebody else is gonna die. We are
This
gonna
is our
enter
second
the...
night here, but at least I hope she's been sleeping. Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
Wait.
Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was asleep. Never mind. I'd better try and get some sleep myself.
Okay, somebody else is gonna die. Maybe we shouldn't split it all. Let's see who appears in the cutscene. Is it gonna be Tonya?
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
How long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find... But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there?
Let's run now. This time Mitya is not around. Oh, there are enemies.
Monsters! Watch out! Not again! I lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful!
Thanks for applying electro. My data is fire increase. Hey, can you do that action again?
And take!
Yeah.
Run.
Okay. More enemies. Next time I can deal with them myself.
Here they come again! Get ready! You wanna fight?
Is this my build? No, this is not that. This is not my build.
We got ourselves a straggler. Here comes another one. What?
Monsters ahead of us, the black mist behind us. It feels like there's monsters.
Should've run faster.
Done!
Learned! Are you hurt, Coolish?
No, I'm fine. It's just...
He's gonna give up and...
I get you. In fact, I
They're
reached
gonna
my limit a
die.
long time ago. Sometimes it feels
Literally.
like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Are you really going to give up? That I actually feel like we are slowly getting
We
closer
know
to
you
it.
mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep...
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but I wish...
You'll die, I've seen that. It's right here, god damn it.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
The star is...
Congratulations. You are the first person to make it here.
But how did she get here? The closer I get to the star, the more people...
I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now. Having devoured your two companions, this is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue. Hmm? What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning.
Ah, come on.
Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
We can't restart.
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
Oh damn. I'm not sure if I have enough storage left. Run, run, run. Okay. Yeah, we have storage.
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice?
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
Joe Brother, Joe Brother is now playing out to the stage level. Just leave in a center national without the acting is being already in
The situation is identical to that of the 2 casualties yesterday.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be irrelevant.
Rampana.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was...
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target. So I just laid there with my eyes. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed. Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places... Vodyanitsa...
4 victims in just 2 days. And we still don't have a I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your...
That's a
Man,
hideous
I'm
thought.
tired now.
One
This
that
is a
only
two
a
and a
hideous
half hours.
mind like yours could dream up.
This is my limit of playing a game.
How dare you?
If the cutscene is over, I'm definitely quitting and then choose something as a
That's
way.
enough! Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not...
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in... Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has...
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on Night Watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich. All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you. Don't you dare.
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonia. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Okay. I'm officially very tired. I can't continue. I suppose we are still a long way to complete the quest. So yeah, I am gonna leave for now. I'm gonna end the live stream. We will hop back in when I'm free from my work, and yeah, we will continue. I'm just very tired, man, and I can't do it. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, guys. It was pleasant until it got too long, and yeah, see you in the next one. Okay.